Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Grandia 2. And I had only 2.5 gigs of storage on my scratch drive after the last episode. Yay! That was very, very close. Very, very close. Anyway, since last time, I fought these guys over again, the Devils, and I got the Jet Black Cape, which was the drop I wanted. Do note, these guys are very susceptible to sleep, and even though they don't last very long with sleep cast on them, what we've always basically wanted it to do and reset their IP gauge so they go all the way back to the very start. So that's one way you can deal with them if you're having problems. You can also use lightning on them. Sometimes that inflicts paralysis. That can also help. You also cannot run from them. So if you're going into the fight, make sure you're prepared. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go save the fact that I have that. I guess we might as well take a look at it. I can't even remember why I wanted it. I just know it's on my list. Make sure I get it. Let's see. Jet Black Cape. All status resist, level 5 attack resist. So all elemental resistant in half, and all status protection. We don't really need this, but it's awesome nonetheless, and it's worth pointing out. These are great guys to farm both skill coins and magic coins against. Luckily for me, even though they, you can't run away from them. Lucky for me, that was only the second one I fought, so I didn't even have to grind up too many. But I am going to go back and fight them one more time. You'll see why. Okay, all saved up. Now, do note that the enemies in here will respawn even if you just zone one screen away. So you don't really have to worry too much about, going all the way out. Though you usually want to head, further back so you can use the save point to recover and to save, because if these guys kill you, it's going to lead to bad times. Now, I've already equipped this off screen. It's the tight dress we got from those ogre-like enemies that we can fight in this area. The tight dress. Now, it nulls the magic of friends and foes. It doesn't really explain very well what it does. Let's fight these guys. You guys are going to kill me. Okay, that's fine. Now, before they kill me, let's show this off. So, yeah, once you have this equipped, you cannot cast spells. You also take 0 damage from all magic spells cast against you, and you will take 0 healing damage or healing points from any heal you try to use against you, if it's a spell. I believe you're still able to be healed by items. Again, I said that they can't run away from them, so that's there. So I'm going to show off how much Baboom does. But in this case, someone is going to survive. Now, do note, I don't have any specific defense against Baboom right now. This is just you going into the battle blind. On hard mode. That's something worth pointing out. They have more HP and do more damage on hard mode. But yeah, a spell is just like anything else. We've already been able to do this ourselves for quite some time. But it is worth noting because you can walk up to this fight without really knowing any better, and it can be an instant game over. In Rowan's case there, I think he guarded it, but they can cast it twice. So yeah, it's very easy to get yourself annihilated in this fight if you're not prepared, especially if you get surrounded. If you get surrounded, you're basically dead. It's likely one of them will decide to use Baboom. As you can tell, they have a very high propensity toward doing so. They can also use Hell. Wow, you survived twice! Unbelievable! Alright. Let's, I guess, revive somebody else, even though he's going to end up dying. I'll do the rest of this fight off screen. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to...
No,
there you
this
go.
Cannot be.
He canceled it. So either I'm dead, or I have to restart, or I will revive them and finish off the enemies. Either way, I'll see you in a moment. Alright, since I'm never going to get another chance to show this off, I've eliminated them down to just one. Since they can't hurt me with magic, it doesn't hurt very much. But I've heard that this also revives, so let's see if that actually works. It's probably the only time we'll ever use this spell in the game anyway.
Send your rain of life.
It's a useful ability, but the only downside is if it's used to heal or revive, unless I'm specifically going out of my way to make that happen, it doesn't happen very often. Ah, it does revive. Look at that. Cool. Yeah, the only way they could have killed Elena before was by doing normal attacks against her. She's basically invulnerable to all magic.
We just managed to squeak by.
We did, didn't we? Okay, I'll meet you back at, well, I guess I'll meet you back in town now. Well, I guess town isn't necessarily where we want to go. It's south of town. Once you've finished up all your business in the side areas, you'll want to come here. Yeah, if you recall from last episode, we saw that one of this child's dead mother was going to be turned into one of the Valmar Young, and Ryudo slashed it down to end the threat. But you gotta imagine the torture on the face of that child. There was also something I wanted to show off with Merrick, but I never got around to it. It's the game developers in their coding forgot to adjust the volume for Merrick's line for running away. Everyone has a different line for running away, and every character's on the same audio level except for Merrick's, who is exceedingly loud. But anyway. Tio, the one who just got to learn her own heart, is now giving advice. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but she's learning, you know, in the absence of Merrick now. She's trying to live up to the ideal that he set up as, you know, the ideal, the idea that he had going forward. His, what's the word I'm looking for? His mantra, for lack of a better term, because I can't think of one. I don't think we want to do that anyway.
You miserable human beings! Witness the birth of your new god! This is the time of judgment!
Now, I could have gotten Yu-Gi-Oh! Flashbacks and put one of the dragons from that anime in there, but nah. I've ruined enough scenes with that, to be quite honest. But yeah, he's basically got everything going his way. What the hell are we going to do now? Bury them? Not exactly the time to be digging our own graves, kid. Okay. And why would you think that? I don't expect they would have Valmar's weakness plastered on the wall there. But okay, if that's the plan, then let's go do it. Yeah, this is where our ship landed and was utterly destroyed. The only reason you would know to come here is that it's literally the only other place you can go. You know, all the other areas are blocked off or you can't go there. What are you looking for there, bud? What do you mean? What oaths? Why is Tio so much smarter than everybody else? I know she's a machine, but still. Uh-huh. Well, why don't we just play the pipe organ then? Requires a control metal. Yeah, it's the same one. We all kind of figured that out already. I don't know why they're making a big deal about it now, but yeah, there was a second door sealed with the same metal. Guess it would make sense instead of trying to keep two things. I don't know why they do this. Rowan's medal was given to Tio. I believe it's still in our inventory after this, but I'm not 100% sure. It might not be. I'm not entirely sure. It might stay in the wall for the rest of the game, for all I know. But we're starting to approach toward the end of the game now. Because, yeah, that vibration, that launched this whole platform up to access the birthplace of the gods, the penultimate dungeon in the game. Now, I think when you're finished with this one, the Rowell Hills gets closed off, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. So don't quote me on it. We'll all find out together when we get there. This place is a maze. Have fun. He who worships light shall enter around the wonder of the blue earth, the red sun, the yellow moon, then scatter. Oakley dokley then. Sure thing, buddy. But we can't get through. Now, I think there's a button. Yeah, there's a number of pathways, and I should probably take a look at the map, which I foolishly did not do yet. But yeah, most of these paths are blocked off, and only one of them will be accessed at a time. This is a very, very confusing dungeon. It's very easy to get turned around and lost in. It has some new enemies, but worst of all, the best treasure chest in the entire game is very well hidden and involves you basically completing the whole dungeon and then going backwards. Here we have two new enemies. Both of them are somewhat important. The Death Doberman is weak to fire, strong to wind. The Yeti is weak to lightning, strong to earth. So I think I'm just going to use... What am I going to use on you? Not wind and not earth. So... ice, because I have nothing else to use with you. But I believe the Yetis also drop something of importance, though I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. I'm sure I will find it in one of the battles I fight off screen eventually. But yeah, this, unfortunately the dungeon doesn't really have super epic music, you know, for a penultimate dungeon like a Final Fantasy game probably would. But it's pretty cool. It's confusing as all hell, but oh well. Just your average dungeon theme that we've heard 1,000 times. Okay, so far there's only one path to go. And after that fight with those guys who give crap for points, coins, and experience and gold and everything, we get charming heals. The Yetis, that's the item I want them to drop. I now figured that out. I had to run away from that fight once in order to get that. Now, let me take a quick look here. Yeah, it ups evasion by 25%. It doesn't give you any move. I would like to pick up a couple of these, but I'm going to be using the glass slippers to the end of the game. So yeah, you can get one or two. I would recommend at least one because they're probably better than what she's got there. And I might as well have them on you. You could also reset up her evasion strategy if you want, but like I was saying a number of episodes ago, so many of the enemies now are starting to use abilities that are a lot more abilities and a lot less attacks, and the abilities you can't dodge, so it basically makes her a damage sponge, and she doesn't have that high HP to begin with, at least not the way I have her set up. Also note that I have made slight changes to my equipment setup since the last time there. Now that we've got the new items, Energy Charm on you, Mana Insignia here, Demon Necklace here, and I've moved the King's Pride over to you. Now everyone has Aura Armor except for you. I will use where is it? Power Up. I will use this, which I believe also cures status effects, I think I've also heard. And I'll use that if everyone gets hit with status effects. The other option is you can use Vitality March to cure all status disorders as well. But chances are I won't be hit with too many anyway. That's the way I'm going with it going forward here. Okay, I believe that's that chest I was mentioning. That's the best chest in the game. It could be a different one. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, finished off him. New enemy. These guys are emerald birds. Well, I guess we'll find out what their drop is. Let's see here. Weak to fire, strong to ice. Okay, so don't attack with you, attack with you. Yeah, they might die in one hit. We'll see.
Rise, O flame!
Having the the ore armor for increasing the power of moves on some of my character is really effective for increasing the amount of damage. We go from like 1600 to like 2200 with something like a golden hammer or any of our basic attacks there. Another burn flame. Another burn flame.
Rage and fury.
Wonder what they drop. I don't remember what it is. Do we get a good one? No, of course not. Game doesn't like me.
That was a breeze.
I've had very little luck with drops for the most part. There's been a couple of times in this LP where I've gotten some nice luck with it, but for the most part, not so much. I've probably gone the wrong way, haven't I? Okay, so I checked the map. I did miss something. Of course I did. No, that's not the right way. Oh, that's not the right way. Is it this way? I keep looking at these stairs as if they go to another floor, but I don't believe that's the case. I think it's around here. There it is. Money! And we're getting a lot of money now. 7,500 from a big chest. That is very nice. And this door is currently closed. We will have access to most of the areas in, I think all of the areas before too long. But we first have to go and do the right paths here. I think down here there's a thingy we can hit. And most of the doors are going to be blocked off initially. We're going to have to hit buttons like this one. Oh, before we do that, yeah, so that's blocked off too. We're going to have to hit a number of these switches, hit the orb. The orb will close one door and open another. Once all of the those little nubs are active, then we'll be able to move forward and get some items. No, not that one. I'm probably going to get myself super turned around in this area. I do note that a number of these things exist, and I guess I might as well hit this now, so I don't think there's any reason not to. But it hits the one thing and goes into the thing, and that opens another thing or moves a thing, and basically it pulls these things down and we get items out of it. So that's good. Heroes Curious. I don't remember if that's of value or not. We have some of the best armor, if not the best armor in the game already. Yeah, it's garbage. I don't know why they have these. There's one for you guys as well. Angel's Robe, yeah. I never use them. I don't know why you would, but they're there if you want them. Okay, so we got that one. And so those two are closed. These two are open. So now we'll go this way. Make sure I'm not missing anything. This leads us back to the start. So that's where we came in. So, okay, now that we've done that, I believe that, we did the left path the first time. So now I want to take the right path. Go this way. Which should now be open. Okay, cleared them out. I believe it's the right path. Tell me I'm right. Hey, there we go. There's the flame stone we saw when we were grabbing the armor down there. And now I think if we follow this around, I just checked my map off screen, so hopefully I know where I'm going at least a little bit now. It's hard to read the map at times. I think this is probably, yeah, that's a dead end. Okay, good. So the other two doors are locked, so we'll go this way, fight you. And after you finish off you, yeah, the room's... As far as I remember, this was only the one path we could take, and now it leads us to the elevator. Now, do note we don't need all of those orbs active in order to use the elevator. We can use the elevator just fine. I think activating those orbs will determine which floors we have access to, though. So in order to get everything we want, we're going to have to activate all of them. Anyway, that's pretty much all the time we have for today, so next time we'll continue through this floor, and hopefully I will be slightly less confused than I was today, because that would make navigating it a lot easier. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.